Narcissism is often misunderstood as simple vanity. People might think it's just about loving oneself a bit too much or being overly concerned with one's appearance. People toss the term around casually, using it to describe anyone who seems self-centered or egotistical. But true narcissism runs much deeper and is far more complex. It is a complex personality disorder characterized by a persistent pattern of grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. This isn't just about being a bit self-absorbed, it's a pervasive and enduring condition. Narcissists have an inflated sense of their own importance and crave constant attention and validation. They often believe they are superior to others and expect to be recognized as such, even without achievements that warrant it. They struggle to recognize or understand the feelings of others, often leaving a trail of emotional wreckage in their wake. Their relationships are frequently tumultuous and marked by a lack of genuine connection. Imagine a person so consumed by their reflection that they fail to see the pain they inflict on others. This self-absorption blinds them to the needs and emotions of those around them. This is the essence of narcissism. It's a deep-seated issue that affects every aspect of a person's life and interactions. It's a disorder that extends far beyond a love for selfies or a penchant for bragging. While these behaviors might be symptoms, they are just the surface of a much deeper problem. It's about a fundamental lack of empathy and an inability to connect with others on a meaningful level. This disconnect can lead to significant interpersonal issues and emotional harm. While vanity might be a component, narcissism is a much more pervasive and destructive force. It can undermine relationships, careers, and even the narcissist's own sense of self-worth in the long run. Understanding this distinction is crucial for recognizing and dealing with the impact of this disorder. Awareness is the first step towards managing interactions with narcissists and protecting oneself from their potentially harmful behavior. It's about recognizing the signs, protecting yourself, and prioritizing your own emotional well-being. By setting boundaries and seeking support, you can navigate relationships with narcissists more effectively and maintain your own mental health. One of the most prominent hallmarks of narcissism is an insatiable need for admiration. Narcissists thrive on compliments, praise, and being the center of attention. They constantly seek validation from others to fuel their inflated sense of self-importance. This need for admiration can manifest in various ways, from bragging about achievements to fishing for compliments. Imagine a friend who constantly steers conversations towards their latest accomplishment. They dominate the room, minimizing your experiences and turning every interaction into an opportunity for self-promotion. This constant need for validation can be exhausting for those around them. This insatiable desire for admiration stems from a deep-seated insecurity and a fragile sense of self-worth. They rely on external validation to compensate for their internal feelings of inadequacy. This constant need for external validation can lead to a pattern of attention-seeking behaviors and a tendency to devalue others. It's a vicious cycle that can be difficult to break free from. Perhaps the most damaging aspect of narcissism is the profound lack of empathy. Narcissists struggle to understand or relate to the feelings and experiences of others. They are often dismissive, insensitive, and even cruel towards those around them. This lack of empathy is at the root of many hurtful behaviors associated with the disorder. Imagine a partner who dismisses your concerns or belittles your accomplishments. They seem incapable of understanding your perspective or offering emotional support when you need it most. This emotional detachment can be incredibly isolating and painful. This empathy deficit is not a choice, but rather a core characteristic of the disorder. Narcissists are often so consumed by their own needs and desires that they are blind to the needs of others. This lack of empathy can make it incredibly challenging to build healthy, balanced relationships with them. Section 4. The world owes me: navigating entitlement. In this section, we delve into the complex and often frustrating world of entitlement, a hallmark of narcissistic behavior. A pervasive sense of entitlement is another defining feature of narcissism. This entitlement is not just a fleeting feeling, but a deeply ingrained belief system. Narcissists genuinely believe they are superior to others and deserve special treatment. This belief often manifests in various aspects of their lives, from professional settings to personal relationships. They have an inflated sense of their own importance and often expect preferential treatment without any justification. This expectation can be seen in their daily interactions and the way they navigate social hierarchies. This sense of entitlement can lead to a pattern of demanding behavior and a disregard for rules and boundaries. They often feel that rules are for others, not for them. Imagine a colleague who constantly expects special favors or cuts in line without a second thought. This behavior can be incredibly disruptive and demoralizing for those around them. They might demand the best projects, the most recognition, and the most resources without considering the needs of others. This can create an unbalanced and unfair work environment, and the most resources without considering the needs of others. Their actions often leave colleagues feeling undervalued and overlooked. This sense of entitlement can create resentment and conflict in personal and professional relationships. Over time, this can lead to a toxic atmosphere where collaboration and mutual respect are eroded. This sense of entitlement often stems from a distorted self-image. Narcissists view themselves as exceptional and deserving of special treatment, even if their actions don't warrant it. Narcissists view themselves as exceptional and deserving of special treatment, even if their actions don't warrant it. This inflated self-view can be baffling and frustrating for those who interact with them, even if their actions don't warrant it. They often feel entitled to privileges and advantages without putting in the necessary effort or respecting the established norms. They struggle to understand why they should have to follow the same rules or expectations as everyone else. This lack of understanding can lead to frequent clashes with authority and peers. This sense of entitlement can be incredibly frustrating for those around them. It can create an environment where others feel constantly undermined and disrespected, and can lead to a host of interpersonal problems. These issues can range from minor disagreements to significant conflicts that can damage relationships beyond repair. Section 5. Masters of Manipulation, the puppet strings of control. Narcissists are often skilled manipulators, adept at bending situations to their advantage. They use a variety of tactics, such as charm, guilt, or intimidation, to control others and get what they want. Their charm can be disarming, making it hard to see their true intentions. They are experts at twisting narratives, playing the victim, and exploiting the vulnerabilities of others. They can make you question your own reality, turning situations around to make themselves appear innocent. Their manipulative tactics can be subtle and difficult to detect, often leaving their victims feeling confused and emotionally drained. This emotional turmoil can make it hard to see the manipulation for what it is. Imagine a friend who constantly guilt-trips you into doing what they want. They might use your sense of loyalty or kindness against you, making you feel responsible for their happiness. They might shower you with attention and affection one minute, only to turn cold and withdraw when you don't comply with their wishes. This hot and cold behavior keeps you on edge, always trying to please them. This constant manipulation can leave you feeling emotionally exhausted and questioning your own sanity. You might start to doubt your own perceptions and feelings, wondering if you're the one at fault. This manipulation is not always a conscious decision. Often it's a deeply ingrained pattern of behavior that they have developed over time. It's often a deeply ingrained pattern of behavior that stems from their need for control and their inability to empathize with the feelings of others. This lack of empathy makes it easy for them to disregard the emotional impact of their actions. Recognizing these tactics is crucial for protecting yourself from emotional manipulation and setting healthy boundaries. By understanding their methods, you can take steps to safeguard your emotional well-being and maintain your sense of self. Section 6. Emotional vampires, the drain of narcissistic relationships. Being in a relationship with a narcissist can be emotionally draining. They demand constant attention and validation, leaving their partners feeling depleted and exhausted. Their lack of empathy makes it difficult to have your needs met or feel genuinely supported. Over time, this emotional drain can take a toll on your self-esteem and overall well-being. Imagine a relationship where you constantly feel emotionally drained, like you're pouring all your energy into a bottomless pit. Your needs are ignored, Your feelings are dismissed and you're left feeling emotionally bankrupt. This emotional exhaustion stems from the constant need to cater to the narcissist's ego and their inability to reciprocate emotional support. It's like trying to fill a sieve with water. No matter how much you give, it's never enough. Recognizing this dynamic is crucial for protecting your emotional well-being and setting healthy boundaries. Section 7. The crumbling foundation. Narcissism's impact on self-worth. Prolonged exposure to narcissistic behavior can severely erode your self-esteem. Narcissists are experts at undermining your confidence, belittling your accomplishments, and making you question your own worth. They may use subtle put-downs, comparisons, or gaslighting tactics to maintain their sense of superiority and keep you feeling insecure. Imagine a partner who constantly criticizes your appearance, your choices, or your accomplishments. They might downplay your successes or compare you unfavorably to others, chipping away at your self-confidence over time. This erosion of self-worth is a deliberate tactic used by narcissists to maintain control and power in the relationship. By keeping you feeling insecure and dependent, they ensure that you remain under their influence. Recognizing these tactics is crucial for breaking free from this toxic cycle and rebuilding your self-esteem.